What's up, you guys? So, as the new season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta filming is underway, Miss Kenya Moore has been doing press for both the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. And page six asked Kenya Moore, what did she think of Miss NeNe Leakes returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta since NeNe has publicly said that she is open to returning to the show. On an episode of The Real, NeNe Leakes revealed that she will be open to returning to the show that she helped get off the ground. And she said she has, quote, unfinished business with some of the cast that have been confirmed as official peach holders in season 14. Now, that's despite NeNe calling Housewives executive producer and her former friend Andy Cohen a RACIST. At the time of the season 13 contract negotiations, NeNe called Wendy Williams a Pepsi head, if you know what I mean. And she said that Andy Cohen discriminates based on race. Here are her tweets for reference. She said, I will always eat and eat good. Believe that. I have always believed in multiple streams of income, so the leaks are good. You owe Pepsi head and you owe RACIST. No one knew you until you knew me. Remember, I'm an icon. Don't forget. Then she said, keep trying me, sir, and I'm going to let the world know who you really are. She on Pepsi, so they should stop using her to talk. They both need my help with their poor ratings. Both are F, their ratings are low. Bye, queens. But now that NeNe seems to be on a different page and open to fixing her relationship with Andy Cohen and returning to the show, people want to know how the cast would feel in the off chance that NeNe was allowed to set foot on a Bravo production again. In an interview with Page Six, Kenya Moore actually sounded like she would be supportive of NeNe's return. She expressed that she supports NeNe's return because of all of the work NeNe put in to building the franchise and building the show's fan base. And she said that NeNe has an interesting story to tell now that Greg Leakes has transitioned.
I think that we're in a decent place. I did go to Greg's repass, and I did think that we had, gotten to a place where we felt better about each other in the relationship. So I don't think she's referencing me when she's talking about unfinished business, because we're in a good place. In terms of her coming back, listen, I don't know if that is NeNe's decision at this point. I think it's really kind of up to the network. If it were up to her fans, they would say absolutely yes, bring her back. She was a viable cast member for many, many years, one of the OGs, and you can't take away that from the franchise. So, that's kind of like above my pay grade, that decision for her to come back. But I do think that she has a very interesting story to tell now, especially with the unfortunate passing of her husband.
Like Kenya said, the decision to have NeNe return would be above her pay grade because she doesn't produce the show. But Andy Cohen, one of the executive producers over at Bravo, did speak out about NeNe returning recently on his Sirius XM radio show. And he said he doesn't want to get into a public thing with NeNe. He said, quote, I think she would probably prefer that I keep her name out of my mouth, and that's what I'm going to honor. Now, I take that as meaning that NeNe is not going to be returning to the show, despite reports that Bravo wants her back to talk about Greg Leakes' passing. If you missed my video on that, there's a link in the top right-hand corner to get the details on that. If Andy is committed to keeping NeNe's name out of his mouth, to me, that means he's not going to bring her name up when it comes to casting meetings over at Bravo. He's not going to bring her name up as someone he wants back on the show. He's not going to mention her name on Watch What Happens Live. He's just not going to talk about her at all, since at some point she allegedly told him to keep her name out of his mouth. That's how I take that response from Andy. But what do you think of Andy's commitment to keeping NeNe's name out of his mouth? And what do you think of Kenya saying that she would support NeNe's return to the show? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching. Layla, tells it all.